it's all done through the council. If you're on a public field, you get it rent free, etc. Adults, it's a lot different. You know what I mean? But for kids as well, to be missing out on so much when it's a winter sport.
Yeah.
And they're missing out on so much, which is then reducing their opportunity as well, you know, because they aren't getting the names out there.
Yeah.
It'll come to the end of the season where games won't get played. You know, a team might need 3 points for promotion. They might have 3 games in hand, but then they might not get played because it might come to the end of the season where you're not allowed past a certain date, you know. And
oh, really?
yeah, so there's a lot of that, and like I say, like I'm not saying it's the FA's fault or council's fault, but there does need to be some more work and funding in there from the councils themselves, locally, etc., to provide these kids with the opportunity to actually just play rather than them being stuck in at home on the games or, you know, getting up to mischief, etc.
Yeah.
You know, that's if they go out nowadays, like, but you know, kids either go out, but yeah, I mean that reduces the opportunities for them as well. So it's a big, you know what I mean, like especially for it to be a winter sport. You know, you've got to expect this sort of weather. Like, I think there should be more work put in. So
I don't know how they got rid of goals. Like it was just there, and they got rid of that. Don't know why, because I don't know what they're doing there now. But
it's like the 3G pitches as well. Like, I mean, obviously they're great, obviously for all weather.
Yeah.
But for like grassroots clubs, especially ones that maybe just starting out or, you know, which haven't really got.
What are you on about, like the Brough where you guys are?
No, like 3G pitches. So like university have the all weather pitches.
Yeah.
So it's the the little rubber balls in the plastic.
Oh yeah,
and stuff, you know what I mean?
They're pretty much like goals. Yeah.
Yeah, like so. Obviously, you get them pitches, but like they're not affordable really for grassroots teams. Do you know what I mean? Like they're only really affordable for obviously
private, basically.
Yeah, private teams. Yeah, which are privately run and have funding and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like if you're a new grassroots team starting out and you're needing to play your games or train, etc., you're looking at. I mean, training alone that can be thousands.
What?
You know, depending on how many teams you've got, etc.
What about like equipment and stuff like that?
Well, that's on top of everything. You know, it's like, I mean, there is funding for it, but the funding as well that can be quite hard to access sometimes because you've got to hit certain criteria and you know.
I think I might actually know someone who actually might now. I might know someone basically, I don't want to say, but yeah, I might know someone actually who might be able to help with that basically in terms of that gatekeeping funding. And I'll look into that.
I don't just mean for us, I mean in general, you know, like the grassroots community, these are the problems.
I mean, but you've come on my show for the first time, so obviously I'll look into that, mate. But what I was going to say, tell me about Pickering Football Club. Like.
Yeah, so like I say, it was founded in 2024, we started out with 4 teams. We took over from like Archon Rangers, like that sort of folded, and we went into Pickering. I won't go into that.
Right. You can do.
No, I won't go into that. That's another story.
Oh, there's another story behind.
That, like I say, that's a different conversation. But we went from Archon and it went to Pickering FC. We folded Archon. Reason being because we took over halfway through the season as Archon, so we just wanted the kids to finish the season, and then that's when we changed over. Since then we've grown to a 17 club. We've got 1 team starting for next season and we've got another 2 teams that have just joined us over the Christmas period.
Yeah.
So we've gone up to six operating teams and 1 setting up for September, possibly another team coming over. So in the space of like 2 years we've doubled in size, you know, and it just shows how much demand there is out there. And kids to be out doing social activities, etc.
I think the great thing about England, especially UK, is football, is sports basically, and like the growth in it, and it's like all about. And one thing I've not seen any other city, they probably do have it within the community, but one thing I experienced about in Hull, especially and East Riding, is community and how the community comes together over here, and this is why I ended up like choosing Hull over like obviously I could have called home basically. And yeah, so it's like it's got that community feel about it, and I'm sure get word out. Someone in the community will definitely support. But in terms of like the star players, because I can't think of any like star players that've been homegrown from Hull that have actually like Dan James is like basically was Aussie, but he's pretty much It's pretty much different or Leeds. Yeah, he's Welsh, but I think he came
through Leeds Academy, I believe.
Leeds Academy, that's right.
I believe, I'm not 100% sure.
Who would Maguire? Where's he from? He's from. He was in Hull, wasn't he?
He played for us, yeah, but he didn't grow through Hull. Jacob Greaves is an homegrown lad.
Jacob Greaves.
Ipswich.
Right.
Yeah, he's homegrown. Like born in Hull, lived in Hull, gone through the Hull Academy. You know.
Right.
He's probably the latest homegrown lad I can think of.
What's his name again? Sorry.
Jacob Greaves is the defender.
Jacob Greaves. Right, I see you, Jacob Greaves. You know what? It'd be nice to have you on here to have a little chat, because I think you could probably be making that difference and be a role model for the next future generation, obviously in Hull. Yeah, why not?
But yeah, I mean, he's the last one that I can think of what's come from.
Yeah,
homegrown locally.
I remember, like, when it was a rescue, we won that VIP thing for West Ham and West Brom versus Hull, VIP box. I think there was 8 of us there. And I just remember, I was only there, I was buzzing because Steve Bruce was the manager of West Brom, and I was like, come on, Steve Bruce, he won us our first ever, that's how old I am, by the way. He won us our first ever Premier League from the first time I started watching when I was 4 years old. It was his header as well. And yeah, he was probably like one of the reasons. Well, Eric Cantona obviously was one of the reasons I started watching supporting Man United. But that winning goals, that last two, was like seeing Man United lift that trophy just was set off basically the rest of it. But I mean, there was a little blip in my life where basically my friend tried to convince me to be a Liverpool fan, and I was like, yeah, Michael Owen's great, Michael's great. For like 6-7 months, I thought, yeah, but then I actually was like, nah, good thing 98 and 99 came in me.
Switching when you want.
Nah, I didn't actually. It's just basically, I was a kid, I didn't really know. But I chose my team. But the good thing is Michael Owen became a Man United legend when he scored that goal in Derby. But yeah, but it would be great. Like, so like even like with. Yeah, do you know what? It is a hard reach. It is a hard project. Like, you know what? It is optimistic. It is ambitious. But if we're going to try, you might as well try it, innit? Like, there's no harm in trying it because, yeah, I've always done this basically based on Safeguarding First. So Safeguarding First, intelligent platform for managers, agents, scouts, and fans. And if you are going to register players on there, you have to be either your coach. Like, say for example, you were to register a player because they're going to be underage. You'd have to be, obviously, you got your FA. What qualification have you got?
Well,
for what do you need, base? What are the requirements?
For voluntary grassroots work, you need your DBS. Obviously, with working with kids, you need the safeguarding for children.
Yeah.
You need the introduction to first aid, and you need the introduction to coaching. That's like your basic levels. That's all professional coaches will have them. Obviously, if they're working with kids, they'll have the DBS part, etc.
Yeah.
But all professional coaches will have them, and then you move on to do your UEFA C, BA.
It's the same. Yeah, it's the same as education as well. So, but yeah, so basically what I would say is it would be the coaches, but obviously you'd have to obviously get the parents' obviously permission, and that's how it'll basically work like that. And yeah, it's basically simple forward. I'll just whiz through it. Just go. So that's the dashboard. So you get your live match analysis. So that's when you put the players in and you see where to track them basically in terms of the live match. And over here you get your AI anomaly detector. I can't show everything due to safeguarding purposes, obviously. So here's your recruitment hub, for example. You get your run recruitment, and you get your squad depth as well. You can analyze squad, and you get scouting briefs as well, and scenario simulator as well. So this is like the youth academy scout. So you put your you enter the attributes here, and you can scan for it for a talent basically within your database, or within the database if you are in that level of membership basically, and. Yeah, so you get your academy monitor rankings, and you get your scouting briefs as well.